Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring another team in Open Ultra League, and this team is non-legendary and covers each other weaknesses very well. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So let's begin the video. So team consists of Annihilape, Steelix and the Feraligatr. So first opponent has a Drapion in the lead. So I think all of my three Pokemon can handle this Drapion very easily. So I'm going to let the first move go through and I will try to land a close combat. Let's see what happens if he lets it go. Most of the trainer thinks that we are going to go for Rage Fist, but I will go for the CC. Let's see what happens. And look at the damage, almost he's gone. I think 2 counter is required and he's gone now. Let's see what he's going to come with. I think I should dip into either of my Pokemon. Most probably the Feraligatr, the best safe switch. And here comes the Drifloon, so I'm going to safe switch into Feraligatr and they dip into their Poliwrath, and this is the Shadow Poliwrath, a bit squishy, so we are going to go for Hydro Cannon. And look at the damage, we are also Shadow, that's why we are doing more damage. We can go for another one. The counters are adding up, but still the charge move pressure is less as compared to the Feraligatr, and he's almost gone. Now I think Steelix can close out the game easily with his Thunder Fangs, and we have a 2 shield advantage and we don't shield. He goes for the Icy Wind debuff and we simultaneous KO each other. Definitely I'm going to come with Steelix and drop their defense with a Psychic Fang. This could be an Icy Wind, so I decided to no shield this move, and yes, it was a Icy Wind. Now I can go for the Psychic Fang and lower their defense, and later the Thunder Fang are going to do a lot of damage because Drifloon is flying type, so electric move are super effective, and they shielded, so they are going to shield everything. And now it's my turn to shield everything. Even if it is a Icy Wind, I have to shield, and let's see what happens. They go for the Icy Wind. I'm going to go for another debuff, the Psychic Fang, and this will grab the final shield or it will knock out them, and they will give up the shield. So they are putting up a fight and I can just fast move them down and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Annihilape versus Golisopod. So I'm going to dip into Feraligatr immediately because this is not a good answer. And here comes the Shadow Steelix. Now I can pressure the shield because Hydro Cannon is super effective. So going for the first one, I can reach one more even if they throw Psychic Fang or the Breaking Swipe. So this could be a Psychic Fang lowering my defense, but that is fine. I'm not going to shield. I will save the shield and I will take the shield advantage in this matchup. So going for the second Hydro, this will take almost 70 to 80% of the health of Steelix, but I think it took 90% of the health, and now I think Annihilape can dip and just counter them down. I can take this Psychic Fang and farm them down and have a energy, but still I have to dip into other Pokemon. Let's see what happens. I have 2 shield advantage, so I dip, and there comes the Zygarde, so I have to throw those Breaking Swipe. So going for it, and hopefully I get the attack debuff. This matchup is also going to be a very long. If they are running Bulldoze, if they are running Earthquake, then it will be a quick, but I think I will call here. I'm not going to shield the first move and they are running Bulldoze, so I would suggest if you are running Zygarde, Earthquake is better to go for. Rest is your choice. So I'm going to go for another Breaking Swipe and no debuff I think. So going for another one, he's going to continuously go for those Bulldoze. At one point of time I might dip into Annihilape. Looking at the health of, actually he goes for the Crunch. So here we go for the Breaking Swipe debuff. Hopefully we get it this time, and I think we got it. And now going for the another Breaking Swipe, he's going to throw another move. So he was going for the Crunch just to get the defense drop, but he didn't got it. Now he will continuously go for the Bulldoze. Here comes the Golisopod, so I'm going to go for Psychic Fang and lower their defense, and I think I'll try to grab the shield so that Annihilape can close the game. So going for it, actually they throw here, so definitely I'm going to invest a shield so that I can get this Psychic Fang damage. They go for the X Caesar, and unfortunately the second one was a CMP tie, so I'm going to invest my final shield as well. So let's see, and it's an X Caesar going for the Psychic Fang. This is going to lower the defense and I think they might shield here. Let's see what happens. They shielded the move, So I'm about to reach a Rage Fist, and this Rage Fist is enough to knock out the Golisopod, and I think I can reach a Rage Fist before they reach Crunch or Bulldoze. So I'm hoping that I can do it. So our attack is boosted, so this is the easy range where another Rage Fist, actually boosted Rage Fist, is going to be enough to knock out the very bulky Pokemon Zygarde. So good game, we won this match despite being a bad lead. So let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has, and it's a Tenta in the lead. I'm going to stay here and spam out those Rage Fist and boost up my attack. So I think I will farm up and go for this immediately. And actually it was a CMP tie, I went on a CMP tie. So going for this Rage Fist to boost up my attack. Tenta is very tanky Pokemon, it can survive I think 2 more Rage Fist now. So they are going to go for Scald. Hopefully I don't get the attack drop, and I didn't get it, which is good. So I'm going to go for second Rage Fist now. Actually here I did a mistake, I overfarmed a lot. I wanted to generate back to back. Instead I should have thrown it immediately, and now I think I got the attack drop, which is very unfortunate. So I misplayed here. So going for the second Rage Fist, let's see what happens. And he didn't shield, and hopefully I can farm them down. Here I did another mistake, I was trying to farm them down. So I have to invest both of my shield, and let's see what the back Pokemons are. And again attack drop, which is very unfortunate. Here comes the Guzzlord, and I don't have back-to-back close combat, and we are going to go for the first one. This grabs the shield, and I threw the Rage Fist. If he is counting correctly, he won't be shielding. If he not, then he will shield. And here opponent got baited. So now we have alignment and shields down. So here comes the Leaky. So we are going to go for Breaking Swipe so that we can get the attack drop. And I'm hoping that they are not running Solar Beam, otherwise it will one-shot my Feraligatr. And now I'm going to dip into Feraligatr because I have gotten the attack drop. Until and unless they are running Solar Beam, I can tank any move. And they go for the Shadow Ball, so definitely they are not running it. So I'm going to generate back to back, but before that they throw here. So this could be another Shadow Ball, I can survive it. But I have to be very careful for the catch as well. So I will go for the first Hydro, and next Hydro will put them very low. I don't think it will quite knock out. And actually they survive, and here I go for the Ice Beam, which is very good for me because Ice Beam is going to be super effective on the Dragon typing Guzzlord. And this puts them into red health, and they are going to throw here. They go for the Crunch to lower my defense actually here, and Crunch didn't debuff, which is good. And now I think I should throw the Breaking Swipe immediately because I think I can reach another move before the Leaky knocks me out with the Earthquake. So going for the Breaking Swipe, and this is not a range where Earthquake will be enough. So I'm going to go for the Breaking Swipe, and hopefully this is enough so that we can secure the win. And Leaky is very tanky, it survived, and he can go for Earthquake, but that is fine, I can survive it. And few more Thunder Fang, and Leaky is out of the way. I survived it, and few more Thunder Fangs, and we secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Steelix versus Annihilape, a very good lead, and they are going to dip into Virizion. So good thing is that we baited out the Virizion here because back to Pokemon are just going to struggle, and they go for the Leaf Blade. I can take one more, fast move are doing nothing. So I'm going to farm up a lot and go for the close combat to do heavy damage. Let's see if they are going to shield this move, and they don't shield here. So the Virizion is almost dead. So definitely I'm going to shield this and just farm them down, and let's see what is going to come. They go for the Leaf Blade, and I was able to farm them down, which is good. Unfortunately at the last moment they reach a move, so definitely I have to shield this, and this was another Leaf Blade, but I have a close combat. And here comes the Drifloon, so I'm going to immediately dip into Feraligatr. If Feraligatr grabs at least one shield, that will be very good for us because later I can land a close combat. And going for the Hydro, they shielded the move, and I'm going to go for the second one, but unfortunately they throw here. So this Psychic Fang is going to lower my defense, but it is not going to be enough. I can reach a Hydro Cannon immediately, and this Hydro Cannon will do super effective. They might shield here, let's see what happens. And they shielded, but I have a stored close combat on my Annihilape, so I'm going to go for this. immediately. This is going to knock out, and let's see. Actually, it doesn't knock out, so they have a good IV Steelix. So here they were trying to snipe me with the Astonish, but I was very attentive, and they can go for the Shadow Ball, and let's see what happens. Still, Steelix is very tanky Pokemon. I can go for the Psychic Fang and lower the defense, and later I'll try to tap as much as I can because Thunder Fang will add up. After this, all we have to do is just farm down. I don't think they are going to reach another move, and I reach the Psychic Fang. This is going to be enough to knock them out, or maybe one more Thunder Fang will be required. Actually, it was able to knock out, and here comes the Steelix. I can reach a Breaking Swipe and knock them out, and I win the CMP tie. So this is going to be enough to knock them out, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match, and let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Next opponent, Annihilape versus Malamar. So again we are going to say switch into our Shadow Feraligatr, which puts lots of pressure, and they are not dipping, so they might throw a superpower and then dip. This is enough for the superpower, so definitely I'm going to shield this move, and they go for the superpower. Let's see what they come up, and they come with their own Feraligatr, but I have energy head start, so I can put a lot of pressure on shield and the health as well. So going for the first Hydro Cannon. They didn't shield. I do one more and then throw. Actually, I did 2 Shadow Claw. So this Hydro I think might be enough, or it is going to grab the first shield, and we grab the first shield here, and I think I can reach second Hydro, but they throw here. So I decided to no shield. I want one shield. So this Hydro will be enough. Actually, it was not enough, and I get the Hydro, which is very good. This might grab the final shield, or it will knock out the Feraligatr, and it grabs the final shield. Now opponent is shieldless. I can take advantage of this situation. I'm going to farm up a lot of energy. I have to shield this because this is going to do a lot of damage, and definitely I'm shielding it, and I'm going to load up on energy, but they immediately dip into Malamar. So I will this time land a close combat. This is definitely an foul play, so it is fine. It is going to do neutral damage, but close combat is going to hit very hard. So going for it, and let's see how much damage it does. And after this, definitely I'm going to dip into Steelix, and it puts them very low, and I was able to snipe them, which is good. And if Feraligatr returns, I'm going to continuously tap the screen, and let's see what the final Pokemon is. It's going to wait for full switch timer. Actually, it's a Walrein. So Steelix and Annihilape can handle the situation. I'm going to continuously go for Psychic Fang and the Thunder Fang to lower their defense. At one point of time I might dip, and Earthquake, actually he cleared his debuff with the Feraligatr, but still it is of no use because I have bit health on Annihilape, and I can add debuff again with the Psychic Fang, and after this counter are going to do a lot of damage. This could be an Earthquake, so that is fine, I can still survive it. Later I think my switch timer is up, so I will dip into Annihilape and put up a lot of pressure, and he's going to throw a Icicle Sphere, otherwise I'm going to counter them down. Now I think I can just Thunder Fang them down. It's a easy win for me. So few more Thunder Fang, and we were able to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the final opponent has for us. So it's a Poliwrath in the lead. So it's a kind of a good lead. So I'm going to stay here, and let's see what happens. And they are running Mud Shot, not the counter. So this is fine. So we are going to go for close combat. No, actually we go for the Rage Phase to boost the attack. And I think this is a CMP tie on Icy Wind, I believe. So going for the Rage Phase did a lot of damage. So he's going to lower my attack back to the normal stage. That is fine. And I'm going to continuously farm. Actually here they come with a Swampert. So I decided to land a close combat and then dip, but actually it was a CMP tie again, which Annihilape wins. But this time I have to shield this. This Hydro Cannon is just going to knock me out. So definitely I'm going to shield, and after this I will dip into my Feraligatr. So now comes the Feraligatr. I'm going to just fully farm them down. I'm not going to throw any energy. Instead I will save it for the Poliwrath. So they go for the Hydro Cannon. This is fine, not very effective, and I was able to farm up a lot of energy. And if Poliwrath returns, I can throw a Hydro Cannon. Let's see what happens. I think Poliwrath is dry on energy, so I will generate back to back to pressure the shield, and going for the first Hydro Cannon. Let's see how much damage it does. Actually they gave up the shield, and I have one more left, so going for it, and looked like it was a CMP tie, not sure. So going for the Hydro. Still it survived, and yes, it was CMP time. Maybe this could be a dynamic punch. Let's see what he throws. And yes, it was. Now we will come with our Steelix, and they are going to come with Registeel, and we have an alignment. So this is top left movement for the opponent. So good game, we won this match. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel and support me. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.